what I love is how straight you're hitting it, Kerrod. This is just great.
Better off it. All right, so first tip here was all about creating more speed in the backswing.
Yeah.
A couple of great tangible takeaways for players there. Second video was all about increasing the range of motion of the upper body, and we did that through lifting the lead heel.
Yeah.
So tip number 3 for speed, what are we looking at?
Okay, so this is going to be super fun, and it's displacing or lifting or getting that lead hip to rise up.
Okay.
Going into impact.
Okay.
That kind of extension of the lower body, essentially the lead hip higher than the trail hip, and really getting that to go up as fast as we can going into impact.
So
So it's angled, it's not level, the turn, it's angled.
Yeah.
And it's driving up as high as we can get it, as fast as we can get it. Okay, into impact.
Because I suppose when we look at the best players in the world, right, they get a lot of right side bend coming into the golf ball, and the lead side of the body, as the spine works in its 3 different manners there, so it turns, tilts, and extends. As we're coming through the golf ball here, this lead side extending this left side of the pelvis, right, there's a lot of pressure and force being applied there.
Yep.
That then is translated into the golf ball.
Pushing it up. And then from a ground reaction force standpoint, that force going up through that lead side is increasing your, like you said there, ability to tilt. So if I had to start a steering wheel and I was to turn it this way, I'd use my left side and push through the ground to help elevate my left side to lower my right side. So we're really going to use the ground, and that'll be something that we'll talk a little bit later in some different videos about ground reaction forces. But we're just working on the motion, and we're looking at it kind of an internal swing fault being and movement being left hip as high and as far back.
High and back.
High and back.
Okay.
As much as we can into impact. Get it open and get it up. Okay, and explode. Get your body up. So we don't want this after impact. We want it into impact. And then what that will allow us to do, it will help us. Now, if I pull up on this, and this is where we see a lot of problems with golfers that actually can swing the 7-iron pretty fast, but they can't get their driver moving as fast as they should.
Yeah.
They're not getting a force up the handle.
Yeah.
To then, if I pull up on the grip end, or I pull up on the butt end, the head begins to line up much quicker.
Yeah, for
sure. So if I'm actually going to get into this handle speed or hand speed into clubhead speed, I'm going to need a force up this side, essentially my left side pulling up, okay, which is going to then whip that clubhead down into the golf ball and reach clubhead speed, that peak speed, all importantly, just before impact.
It's so interesting, right? So there's 2 huge misconceptions in the golf swing. They would be keep your head still throughout the entirety of the golf swing.
Yeah.
Because just pertaining to what we just talked about there, the best players in the world, there would be a shift, a slight extension, then a movement down and an explosion to create power.
Yeah.
Right. And then in regards to creating speed, you see so many players trying to drag the handle in.
Make the hands move fast at impact.
Make the hands move fast at impact, but all that does is generally is going to play havoc with the club face, and it's not going to give us this huge whipping effect. To a lot of players, they're going to look at that and go, well, isn't that casting? Well, it's actually the complete opposite. That downswing is done in 0.25 of a second, right?
Yeah.
Approximately. So as we're getting to the top and we're really trying to wrench this down, if you're dragging the handle in, you're not getting any speed at the right moment.
Yep.
This is not lining up, and we can't get that water skier effect that we're talking about before.
Exactly. If you just demonstrate again that handle drag position, so if you're applying a ton of force in this direction, the head, all it's doing, you're making the club rotate this way even faster. The head's even lagging even more behind.
Yeah.
So that force across the handle is not good. We actually now want to actually get a force in the other way to actually get the club head to come out to the golf ball and to kick forwards.
So it's almost like a feeling that I'm almost feeling like I'm throwing the club head at the golf ball as my lead side is fully extending up and out.
Absolutely. So if we go, we're going to use this, we get this alignment stick. So let's put it across the hip line here.
Okay.
And all we're going to do then is we're going to get this end as high and behind us as possible. And ultimately that's going to allow us to really get that club head to kick forwards.
All right. Another expensive training aid.
Yep. an alignment stick, which most people probably got them in the bag. I wanted to kind of, use the aids that we can carry around with us, or we've got them already. We don't have to go out and buy expensive training aids.
You just need to brand this SF and sell it for $100 and then we're good to go. All right.
Okay, so let's do the primers again then. So what we can do here actually is do these. We do the first one where we kind of do the backswing speed.
Okay.
Super fast backswing, go. Yep. And then the second one, really now we're sort of focusing. We're going to allow that increased turn, and we're going to push up through that left side and get that left hip up back.
Did I not go up enough there?
Keep going. Keep going. That's good.
That felt
so what we see some of the fastest players, the movement of their lead foot. So think if the foot jumps, a force has been created to make it jump.
Yeah.
That's vertical force.
Yeah.
If the foot goes back away from the ball, a force has been applied towards the ball to get a ground reaction away from the ball. And if it starts to move away from the target, a force has been applied to the ground towards the target to get a ground. So three-dimensionally, there's kind of a down towards the ball and towards the target foot action force that's going to make your foot lift up and travel back and slightly away from the target.
Yeah.
So it's going to go, and this is what we see, the Bubba Watsons, the Patrick Reeds, the all long drivers. Look at Cole Berkshire, Martin Boldmire, two fastest players on the planet, Josh Koch, another one. They all do that.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited.
we're going to go push this lead hip up, back and around. If that lead foot starts to float as an effect or a result of that force underneath that left foot, great.
Okay. Hitting?
Yeah, go. Fast as we can, going back, left hip up, back and around, as high as we can get it. Impact. And again, well, that's in Kent. Bye-bye. It's gone, another ball gone. Okay, ready?
That felt good. All right. Got the flex.
Faster on the way back. What I love is how straight you're hitting it, Kerrod. This is just great.
Better off it.
Okay, good. 122. So we're back in. We're staying in 120s when we're doing this. We know that definitely if you was to do this for a period of time, and I'd say a minimum of 2 sessions, 30-minute sessions, if you can, outright speed training, get the brain to tolerate the different movement. And it's not necessarily different movements, just tolerate the movements quicker, doing them quicker.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't have I rebuilt your golf swing?
No.
No. I've just taught you to move faster.
Yeah, yeah.
So this isn't a whole swing build. This is just move quicker.
This made me hit it straighter too. So let's do one more round.
Yep.
We'll really try and feel like this.
So do the primers. Just get the primers
explosion.
going. And we get the impact explosion.
I want to feel like more extension up.
Faster back and then explode up. Okay.
So that one there, if I don't go forward, right, which a lot of players are going to look at, you hang back and everything like that. How essential is that?
What? Weight forwards?
Yeah, so when I'm finishing, if I'm purely going for speed like that one there, if I'm hanging back in that situation, what would you say to that?
Well, the thing is that the fastest players on the planet do hang back.
Yeah.
Bryson, when he came out with all his extraordinary extra speed that he created, one of the things he first quoted and saying in one of his interviews is, I feel like I'm hanging back more. Okay, from a driver perspective, we are hitting the ball on the up.
So we can get away with it.
So we're going to feel that the weight might be slightly more back than an iron and a wedge.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not got a descending blow. We want an upward blow into the golf ball.
Yeah.
It's going to optimize what we deliver to the golf ball.
Yeah.
Okay, so it may feel like that. It won't be as far back as you think.
Yeah.
Now, if that foot lifts, obviously, it's going to then start to push the weight back a little bit more because that left foot's up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not as much as you think, even from what I've measured on the force plates, and we're looking at center of mass and the movement of weight.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not that much back, so don't think that it's a lot.
It's a few.
But it is the correct thing, and it will happen for most golfers to optimize really delivery to increase club head speed. They may feel that they are a little bit up on it. just for the tee shot for
Yeah.
that one that we are having on an ascending and upward blow.
Yeah.
Everything else, we are going to have weight considerably more forwards, different tilts
Yeah.
across the body
Yeah.
to allow us to deliver a descending blow and then a swing direction that matches up with that descending blow as well.
Love it.
Okay,
Love
so
it.
let's go with this again. Good. Ready?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. Quicker back, explode up.
Bit of a glance. It feels like it's coming out powerful there, though.
And again, we're 122.7, so around the 123 mark. We're hitting it on the up. You've got to be aware that you actually got the swing direction shifted out to the right some as well.
Okay.
So we're 2.4 out to the right,
Yep.
5 on the up. The resultant club path is 3 to the left.
Yep.
Okay, 122.7 club head speed. Okay, 147 smash. So actually, I don't know how that felt from a
Yeah,
strike,
much
but it's
better.
closer towards the centre.
Much better.
So our ball speed is 180.
Yeah.
So that's the highest ball speed today.
Okay. Awesome.
Okay,
And then
not the highest club speed, but the best, most efficient energy transfer, so the highest ball speed. We could obsess about club speed,
Yeah.
but that's not the golf ball. We've got to obsess about ball speed.
Yeah.
So from a training perspective, what we could do then, and this is what I do with a lot of my players, I might spend 1 week with them where we just do club speed.
Yeah.
Week 2 of the program would be ball speed.
Yeah.
Then we go back to club speed, then we go back to ball speed.
Yeah. Great.
So we learn to move the club, the weapon faster.
Yeah.
We then learn to hit it out the middle to transfer it to ball speed. And then we go back to move it fast, move the needle again, find the center. Move the needle, find the center.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you use the spray, get the aerosol hair. It's basically just dry hair shampoo, or you can use foot powder,
Yeah.
Dr. Scholl's foot powder.
Yeah.
The hair shampoo is much cheaper. It's half the price.
Yeah.
Okay. Spray the face with the powder.
Yeah.
And then on your ball speed training weeks, you want to find the middle. So you incorporate all of the tips, the little movements that we've done to increase speed, but we must find the center, the apex of that club face.
Yeah.
Get it bang out the sweet spot.
Absolutely love it. Awesome.
Okay,
Great stuff.
brilliant.
Good.
So vertical force has increased. So that gets us into a position at impact. Your peak of vertical force is very important that it's around this kind of shaft vertical. I say P5, but ideally with high speed cameras, we'll be able to track it at shaft vertical. So then again, force precedes motion. If we get it here, okay, peak force is going to act up the body. So we're going to see a very different position at impact. That left hip will be higher. If we had a 3D motion capture, we'll see that left hip higher, and we've rotated more around as
Yeah.
well.
Big time. Big time. You can see
Yeah.
that massively.
So it's just, we've just got into a position where we're more there.
Yeah.
And I think, again, it's where you could probably do more work. You could allow that leg to extend a little bit more.
Yeah.
That foot does float a little bit. It begins to get lighter, the left foot,
Yeah.
more than you did on the slower swing. So the foot has unweighted much
Okay.
more. It's got lighter, so it's floated more. And again, during those real kind of fast priming swings that we did,
Yeah.
you did have that foot flying around a bit more.